Good evening, everyone. My name is Mikyla, and I am a current St. Joseph worker. I work at Catholic Charities, New American Services, and for the past 10 months, I had the great opportunity to work with refugee resettlement. However, at the end of April, it was decided that the St. Paul resettlement branch would be closed. This does not come as a total surprise, given the current administration and policies. Just a year and a half ago, there were enough refugees entering the U.S. to keep all 5 resettlement agencies in the Twin Cities busy. If you look at charts depicting the number of arrivals over the past year or two, it is shocking to see the decline in arrivals. Why is this? Yes, the administration is making these decisions, but there are people supporting them, and not only politicians, but the public as well. But where do these feelings come from? There are messages of hate and fear everywhere. These feelings and information are often based on myths and misinformation. In order to counteract these negative feelings toward refugees, we need to show our support. As I am not a refugee, I don't claim to know or completely understand what the life of a refugee is like or the experiences that they have had. But working with refugee resettlement and hearing their stories this past year, I feel I've come to a better understanding. We can't even imagine what refugees go through before they come to the U.S. And even after they are here, it's no cakewalk. Imagine being forced to leave your home because of violence or because you fear for your life. Then having to live in a refugee camp where conditions are not always ideal. Then you finally get the chance to leave and go to a completely different country with a completely different culture and a way of life. Yes, you're getting the chance to leave horrible conditions and violence, but you might also be leaving your family and everything that is familiar to you, not knowing if you will ever return. And even if you come to a country like the U.S., where you are safe from violence, you are not necessarily safe from persecution. When refugees come to the U.S., they're not just handed a job, livable wage, and a nice house. They have to start from scratch. And yes, most have the help of our settlement agency, but that role only extends so far and can only do so much. The money refugees receive from the agencies and from public benefits are not enough to live. They are expected to get jobs as soon as possible so that they can start saving money to pay rent. Imagine being in a new country where you don't speak the language and don't know how to get around and need to start looking for a job. So much is expected of them in the first 3 months they are here. I can't imagine the feelings of fear, anxiety, and frustration. It is this sort of information that needs to be shared. But what can we do? One of the best things we can do is show our support. And of course, this can be done in various ways. Contacting legislatures and lawmakers, of course, whether it's a general reminder or during an upcoming vote. Supporting resettlement agencies and other organizations that provide various services, such as job counseling or transportation, and volunteering at these organizations. This could be as simple as driving families to appointments. And also, of course, when you hear negative rhetoric about refugees, say something. As a colleague of mine once said, people need to understand that this is a humanitarian crisis, not a security one. Thank you.